That's why you see so many fucking celebrities doing commercials. I mean, it is a recession indicator, but also these people are just like, let me hoard and make all the money I can because anything could change. Those weird tapes I did at Diddy's house could come out at any moment. Let me just make a commercial for Capital One. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Heather Shaw is Kidding. It's me, Heather Shaw. Happy Wednesday. How you doing? Who's queefing? I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. Thank you if you've checked out the podcast that I was on, Raven Simone's podcast with her wife, Miranda. If you haven't checked that out, go check it out. It was a fun episode we did. The podcast is called Tea Time, and it was very fun. You know, I'm somebody that would spill the tea, literally, and I would let you know if Raven and her wife were not great. They were great. You know, nothing weird to report. Very nice. I was surprised. I didn't realize how funny Raven Simone is. My God, she's funny. Very funny. But it was fantastic. So if you haven't checked out that episode, go check it out. It's on YouTube now. Tea Time with Raven and Miranda, featuring yours truly. Very fun time. Join the Patreon if you want some more episodes. If you ever run dry of this podcast, you need to get wet. All right, sorry. It's Pride Month. I can say these things. It's Pride Month. I'm allowed to be a fucking gross monster. If you don't let me be weird, then you're fucking homophobic. Join the Patreon. Patreon.com/HeatherShawComedy. I talked about my time on Raven's podcast. I don't even know what I talked about last time. I think I really just went off on Lily Tino. If you don't know Lily Tino, that means you're employed. What's that like? I spent a heavy portion of the Patreon episode this past week just railing on Lily Tino. And that's not transphobic of me. That's realistic of me. I don't like her. I'm still gonna use her pronouns for her because that's what she wants. But I think there's something fishy about that Lily Tino. She seems like she's an op. She seems like she's a fed. I don't know. She seems like she's taking the piss out of trans people. I don't like that. The last video I saw, I was on. I blocked Lily Tino years ago. But sometimes I see her videos because people are always stitching them and being like, can you believe this? And she was at Disney. You know, as Lily doesn't have a job. She was at Disney talking about her bottom surgery that she hasn't gotten yet. And probably never will. She has the money to do it, by the way. She has the money to do it. I wonder why she won't do it. But she was at Disney using a corn dog to illustrate what bottom surgery would look like for her and how they invert it. Which is fine. Like, great to educate. Maybe don't do it at Disney. Maybe don't go to a Disney park, a theme park made for children and talk about your genitalia. I don't care what you're talking about with genitalia. If there was a straight man sitting on a bench at Disney talking about his dick, I think people would be in an uproar, you know? And I don't know if it's like, oh, we got to respect Lily Tino because she's trans. Hey, trans people can suck. Okay? It's called equality. Humans suck. Doesn't matter what they are. Trans people can suck. Caitlyn Jenner killed somebody with her car. I'm still going to call her a woman. I'm still going to respect that she's trans. But they can suck. Do you know what I mean? Trans people can be great. Trans people can suck. Just like straight men can be great. Straight men can suck. But yeah. So if you go to listen to the Patreon, if you want to hear more about my thoughts on Lily Tino, you kind of got a sneak preview. I don't really, I don't make a thing of this. I don't really rail on trans people, but Lily Tino makes me mad. She pisses me off. And honestly, she gives venom to transphobic people because they look at Lily Tino and they go, see, they're all crazy. They all go to Disney and talk about their genitalia. Trans people are, she really gives truly transphobic people venom to work with, and it sucks. Fuck you, Lily Tino. Okay, I think that was pretty much what I talked about on the Patreon episode. But join the Patreon. It's very fun. Sometimes I'm uploading fun pictures, behind the scenes, stuff like that. Rate and review this podcast. I know you do like to review this podcast with 5 letters, 1 word, queef. And I love you so much for it. Thank you if you have rated and reviewed this podcast. I appreciate it. I'm just sipping water here. Sipping the water. You know, my giant water jug. It's the only jug I have. I don't have jugs, so the jug I do have is just a water jug. It's the closest I'll ever get to having jugs. Let's see. I'm in Indianapolis tomorrow night. Come on the fuck out. If you're in Indianapolis or anywhere near it, can you come to the goddamn show? I know the NBA finals are starting on Thursday night, the same night I'm in Indiana. Thank God they're not playing in Indiana. They're playing in Oklahoma City. Thank God. But I will be in Indianapolis at Helium. Please come out. Come out to the shows. Come out to the live shows. They're very fun. I'm going to start posting more stand-up clips so people can understand that I'm not that I know what I'm doing up there. It's a very fun time. Next week I'm in Royal Oak, Michigan, Louisville, Kentucky, Nashville, Tennessee. And then later this month I'm in Denver, Colorado Springs, and Eau Claire. But I'm in so many cities and upcoming cities. What are the upcoming cities that we don't have tickets for? It's like Sacramento, 2 cities in Virginia, Las Vegas, Omaha, Des Moines, Mahomet, Illinois. I don't know how to say that. San Francisco, Chattanooga. I'm all over, baby. So go to heathershawcomedy.com and get some merch. I'm wearing the merch. Did I wear this to the last episode? I'm wearing the merch. It's good merch. Get the merch at my website. Support a gay. All right, let's get on to the episode. What's going on with Diddy, baby? What's going on with the Diddy? Is he diddling doodling? I don't know. I haven't kept up with it. I'm seeing some things on TikTok, but I haven't verified that they're real. I saw a woman hop on TikTok and say, oh my God, at the trial we found out that Janice Combs, Sean Combs' mom, P. Diddy's mom, used to save P. Diddy's cum and then drizzle it on his food and feed it to him. Now, I don't think this is real. I don't think it's far-fetched. Do you know? 2 things can exist at once. I don't think it really happened, but if it did happen, I would be like, yeah, that's not surprising. She raised a monster because she is a monster. But not much going on that I know of. You know, I'm not really keeping too up to date with the day-to-day of the Diddy trials. I don't really care. I just want to skip ahead to the season finale, and see what happens. I think the latest thing that came out was Eddie Garcia, the hotel security guard who worked at the Intercontinental in L.A. when P. Diddy was filmed beating the fuck out of Cassie. He told jurors that Diddy bribed him to delete the security camera tape, the security footage tape. He offered him $100,000 to get rid of it, which we know that was not deleted. So hopefully he took the money and then also didn't delete it. I would take the money and then I would leak it. I mean, what's he gonna do? Sue me? Just you grift the grifter. Who gives a shit? But that's what's come out so far. What else? A Diddy supporter disrupted the court's public gallery. Who gives a shit? Some lady got up and yelled, "Diddy, these motherfuckers are laughing at you in every courtroom." Oh, maybe she's like, I don't really know from that statement, I don't know if she's supporting Diddy or against Diddy. Somebody yelling, she's yelling against the system. She yelled, "Diddy, these motherfuckers are laughing at you in every courtroom." I don't know what the fuck that means. She was removed. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I'm getting from this. Here's my thing that I'm kind of getting a little concerned with. I don't think that Diddy's going to be found not guilty. I think he's going to be found guilty. What I am concerned about is the man in charge, Mr. Trumpy boy, loves a good pardon. That guy loves a good pardon. He'll pardon everything but the turkey on Thanksgiving, motherfucker. He loves a good pardon. He's pardoning Todd Chrisley. Now, we'll get into Todd. Speaking of Pride Month. Now, personally, I don't think with Todd Chrisley, I don't really care about crimes against the government. Like not reporting your taxes, defrauding the government. I don't really care about that. Like to me, that's like, I almost applaud it. If Todd Chrisley was robbing, if he was stealing from poor people, if he was stealing from regular people, I would feel upset. I think he was just doing a little, not telling the government how much he made kind of thing. And so I don't really give a fuck that he was pardoned. But I am fearful of Trump turning around wanting to be, a savior to Diddy and pardoning him before his term is over. I could very well see that. There's not many regulations or guidelines or restrictions around who the president can pardon. It seems like I would think there'd be enough people around Trump to be like, hey, maybe we don't pardon him. He's done a lot. But at the same time, you can't expect Trump to do anything reasonable, especially now that he's in his dementia era. I mean, this guy's running into walls. He's rumbling and mumbling and ranting on stage. These runoff sentences he's talking about, he can't make any sense. He's in his dementia era. So we're going to allow him to make pardons. I could see him pardoning P. Diddy. If the feds don't kill him first, if nobody Epstein's P. Diddy, he could be pardoned, which is much more scary to me. Imagine P. Diddy being free. Oh, how does that work, I wonder? I should ask my wife. I don't know if she would know. It's not really in her wheelhouse. But if somebody has done egregious crimes like Diddy, and they get found guilty and they get sent to prison, and then the president pardons them, can you retry them? Can you send them back to prison? Or is it just like, damn, you got lucky? If you are a proven criminal, a proven sex pest, a proven sexual assaulter, a proven abuser, a proven advocate, utilizer of RICO, if you get pardoned, is that just your get out of jail free card forever? You can't be tried again? I wonder, let me see if I can Google that real quick. Can a pardoned felon be retried? My internet's being very slow. No, a person cannot be retried for a crime they have been pardoned for. Whoa, baby! That's scary shit. A pardon, which is a form of clemency granted by a president or governor, absolves a person of guilt for the crime. However, a pardon doesn't necessarily erase the conviction from the record. I think that's fine with Diddy. I think he can walk around with a fucking dirty record as long as he's free. I mean, Diddy likes to take people out. Hello, Notorious Big. B.I.G. I'm so white. I said Notorious Big, but I don't care. Mayonnaise is hot sauce to me. Diddy allegedly killed Kim Porter, his ex-wife or baby mother. He has no problem taking people out. He threw a Molotov cocktail through Kid Cudi's car, terrorized Kid Cudi's dog. He has no problem. So let's see him get free and do a little revenge tour, huh? That's my biggest fear with this guy is him being pardoned. But, the TikTok psychics, they're back, bitch. The TikTok psychics are saying that Trump is going to die this month. I don't personally believe that. I'm just reporting what I hear from the fields. Okay, I'm a field reporter from the streets of TikTok. I'm telling you what I hear. The TikTok psychics are back, bitch. They slumbered through the first 5 months of this new presidency because they did say that he was not going to win, and they were wrong. Egg on their face. And now they're back and saying, okay, but he's going to die this month. Yeah, that's a new rumor. I don't believe it's to be true, but we'll see if Trump lasts 4 years of this term. I mean, by the way it's going and how old he is, I don't know. But if he gets to pardoning Diddy, woof. Woofity woof. What else is going on? Speaking of pardons, Todd Chrisley did get pardoned. He's out, bitch. Like I said, just in time for Pride Month, Todd Chrisley is out. Not literally yet, but he is free, bitch. Free to roam and cruise these streets. When's that guy going to come out? He spent all that time in prison. You think he wanted to leave prison? I mean, not to be a hacky comedian about it, but do you think he was like, oh, well, I don't know. This is kind of like summer camp. I'm having a fun time. What do you mean? I'm hanging out with my best boys. I don't want to have to go back to my bitch wife. I wish he would just come out. He made a speech he made a speech saying like, I'm privileged. I'm a white man privileged and I got pardoned. But there are a lot of black men in prison who don't get the same luck or same privilege. And I'm glad he spoke out on that. That's really good. I think it's a good move PR wise. You want to get out of prison and speak about the injustice. That's smart to do. He did claim his innocence. He didn't think that he was actually guilty of the crimes that he had been charged with and convicted with. Which I say I don't really care. Again, because I think he was stealing from the government. It's like, I don't really care. Take the money, bitch. What else are they going to do with it? Fund Elon's ketamine use? Like, what are we doing? But he's out. And I'm excited to see his next steps, you know? Can he just, I mean, imagine being, listen, I know that you're going to sit here and go, Heather, just because a man is feminine doesn't mean he's gay. You need to live in reality. Todd Chrisley is gay. You need to live in reality. I'm not going to stand for this Todd Chrisley is just an effeminate Southern man. Wake the fuck up, grow the fuck up, and get on with it. Todd Chrisley is gay. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with little gay. A little sweet Southern sugar mama. But you'd think if you're a gay man like Todd Chrisley and you go to prison and you're doing your time and then you get out, you'd think you'd want a new lease on life. You'd think you'd live in your truth. You'd think you'd own who you are. And come out the other end and say, yes, I love dick. You know, life is short. I spent, the past, 4 or 5 years in prison. However long he was in there. I don't know. It could have been 2. To him, it went by quick. But you'd think he would just come out and live in his truth, especially during Pride Month. I mean, come on, baby. This is perfect timing. But I don't know. He may just stick with the he loves labias lie. The lie that he loves labias. He may just stick with that. We'll see. But another pardon, and this one I don't really care about. Again, I think Trump also pardoned NBA YoungBoy. I gotta be honest, I don't know who the fuck that is. I couldn't tell you an NBA YoungBoy song. What did he do? Also, did you know when you get pardoned, like it's immediate? YoungBoy never broke again. Is that his whole name? Hold on. What did he do? Oh, here's a whole list of people that Trump has pardoned. Let's see if they're deserving or not. Pardon celebrities. I love that he pardons celebrities. He's such a fucking fame whore. I love it. So far, Todd and Julie Chrisley. Love that. Little lavender marriage. NBA YoungBoy, which I don't know what he did. I'm trying to find out. He was sentenced to 2 years after acknowledging he possessed weapons despite being a convicted felon. I mean, whatever. Dude, whatever. Has he killed somebody with a gun? No? Then okay. Put him on probation. What are we doing? Rod Blagojevich. Yup, I remember that Roddy boy. Jay Johnston, who was... Oh, did he pardon him? Jay Johnston was in Anchorman, Mr. Show. He's an actor. I think he was also a voice actor on Bob's Burgers. He hung out at... He stormed the Capitol. He stormed the Capitol during the January 6th riots. He was also in the Sarah Silverman Show. I really remember him as a gay guy in the Sarah Silverman Show. I don't think I'm wrong on this. And I really liked him, and I can't believe that he's, Jay Johnston, Sarah Silverman Show. Yeah, he was a gay cop in the Sarah Silverman Show. That's crazy. It's crazy, like, somebody like that who can associate with, like, Sarah Silverman and just the entertainment industry, which is full of, mostly liberal people. If you're not liberal, then you're like John Voight. You know what I mean? It's crazy like someone like that could be like, storm the Capitol, motherfucker. Lil Wayne pled guilty to a federal weapons charge in December 2020. Oh, this must have been old. Kodak Black. God, Trump loves rappers. You know what? That kind of makes him cool. Not going to lie. He loves rappers. That's pretty cool. Anybody that says Trump is racist, I mean, look who he's pardoning. Not to defend Trump here, but I mean, I don't think a racist would pardon Kodak Black. Anyways, interesting. Elon Musk is stepping down, high as a kite. stepping on down. Dude, it's just fucking crazy what's been going on. I don't even know. We're so desensitized at this point. Like, it's really sad how desensitized we are, because we see something like Elon Musk inside of the Oval Office while Trump is giving a speech from his desk because he can't stand. It's too hurtful. It's too painful. He's got McDonald's legs, just blood clots. It's crazy how desensitized we are that Elon Musk is standing in the Oval Office while Trump is speaking. He's got a black eye, and he is high as fuck. The only person, if anybody would look at this video of Elon Musk in the Oval Office and know that he's on something, the only person that would not is Helen Keller. Like, he's on something. His eyes are rolling. His head's moving. He can't focus. I mean, he's in a K-hole. He's in something. It's very like... It's got to be ketamine, because it's nothing like if Molly would make you like kind of grinding your teeth a little and like, you could kind of keep it together on Molly. Coke, you could keep it together on Coke. Meth, you may be a little twitchy, but you would look focused. Dude, this ketamine, he can't get a grip of reality. His head's spinning so much. His eyes are trying to... It almost looks like he actually is a reptilian. If I believed in these conspiracy theories about reptilians, holy shit, my mind would be exploding looking at Elon Musk. I'd be like, I knew it. They are lizard people. Because you look at him and he looks like a fucking lizard who zipped on a human suit and can't get a grasp of the controls of the human suit. Can't get a grip on it. Just like, how do we move these eyes? I mean, it is fucking nuts. Not to mention Elon Musk's body. His body is so weird. He looks like he was formed out of a tin can. He's got this high, like, chest. His chest looks like my dog. My fiance's dog, that's now our dog. He's a Doberman. He has that deep, like, barrel chest. And Elon Musk has that. He's got, it's just a weird fucking look. And this guy's got a black eye. We're so desensitized. We're seeing a guy stuck in a K-hole with a black eye next to a president. And everyone is just like, is Elon Musk autistic? It's fucking crazy. But he said his son gave him the black eye. That little 3-year-old, which I don't know how many sons he has. I think he's got like at least 12, but it's great to have kids because, he sounds like a domestic a victim of domestic abuse, of domestic violence, where you're like, I fell into the washer. When your husband beats the shit out of you and you have to be like, oh, I just tripped on a pebble and then I just fell right into the Samsung washer. I mean, what really happened was that he got in a tussle apparently he got in a fight with the cabinet secretary, and it became physical, which, like, it would be incredibly hard not to punch Elon Musk in the face, no matter who you are, no matter what side you're on. If you're a professional or a pseudo-professional like everybody else in Trump's cabinet, to have to deal with Elon Musk, who is just, like, so fucking annoying. I am become meme. He just talks like a fucking Redditor. He's just a dork, dude. He's just a fucking dork, and he's like a cocky dork. It's the worst kind of mixture. On Patreon I was talking about, that's the other thing on Patreon. I talked about getting into a fight with a one-armed man. God, I really buried the lead on that. I talk about on my Patreon episode, my show in Westchester, Pennsylvania, and I pissed off this one-armed man. I was not mean to him, by the way. All I did was simply say that he had one arm. God forbid I have eyes. Anyways, but I was talking about this one-armed man because he was a boomer. And boomers have this deadly combo of being sensitive and entitled. And that's a bad fucking combo. You can't be both. You got to pick a lane. You can't be sensitive and also entitled. You know what I mean? Elon Musk is a cocky dork. He's a cocky loser. It's like the worst combo. So I can absolutely see somebody popping him in his fucking eye and being like, tell him your son gave in to you. Tell him your son caused this black eye. But it's been reported that Elon Musk is on a lot of drugs, has been on a lot of drugs. What is Elon Musk going to say on his official X account? No, I'm not on drugs. Of course you're going to say that. I mean, he's in a K-hole. He doesn't know where he is. He doesn't know where he is. I'm surprised he can open up his app to post on X. He's in such a K-hole. He says that he tried prescription ketamine a few years ago. And that was it. And that, it's just like, dude, we have video proof of you looking like a reptilian trying to gain control of your fucking human suit. You are in a K-hole. Anybody can see that. Like, it is wild to me that he can just be like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not on drugs. No, I'm not. No. I am become meme. It's crazy. He's like the worst kind of villain because he's not even like fun evil. He's just like dorky, dude. He's just a fucking dork. What did they say? The outlet reported, what outlet? New York Times reported, according to sources familiar with the matter, when Musk jumped on the campaign trail last year, he was using drugs far more intensely than previously known. No shit. He told people he was taking so much ketamine, a powerful anesthetic, that it was affecting his bladder, a known effect of chronic use. Yeah, you probably can't hold in your pee when you're trying to dig yourself out of a K-hole. When your eyes cannot track what's going on in the room, you probably won't be able to hold on to your poop real well. I mean, this guy can't even focus on a person talking in the room. Do you think his fecal matter is going to hold on and not slip out at any moment? He was also reportedly taking ecstasy and psychedelic mushrooms and traveled with a daily medication box that held about 20 pills, including ones with the markings of the stimulant Adderall, according to a photo of the box and people who have seen it. Now listen, Adderall is the least of his concerns. I mean, I would think that any professional out there is on Adderall. If I meet anybody in a corporate high-pressure job, I assume they're on Adderall or cocaine, and if they're not, they probably go home and, jack off to unimaginable, horrific things. That's fine. And honestly, him taking ecstasy and shrooms and stuff, that's also fine because that shit's enlightening. I don't know how you can be an evil villain while also be on Molly. Because Molly is the drug of like, you love everything. Everything feels nice. I wish that he took more Molly. Maybe he would be like, oh, we should keep all these government agencies and give them raises. Maybe he would be a good person. It's amazing to be a truly shitty person while taking shrooms and these enlightening drugs or these euphoric drugs, these drugs that just cause euphoria, and shrooms is supposed to like really connect you, and to lighten you up. And it's just amazing that somebody can come out of taking that all the time and still be an insufferable piece of evil shit. It's very impressive. I mean, there must not be any conscience on that man, you know what I mean? To take shrooms and then come out of it and be like, we should fire everyone. That's really impressive. I should have more baby mamas that I do not talk to and don't pay child support to. Thank you, shrooms. What? I mean, he's doing coke behavior. This is dirty behavior. This is like coke, meth, heroin, the really dark, dirty, hard drugs. He's behaving as if he's on those. And yet he's taking shrooms and stuff and acting like he just got off of a 3-day meth binge. It's very impressive. Very weird. Maybe he needs to just start taking heroin and he'll be a nice person. I don't know. But Adderall is not surprising me. I mean, everybody's on Adderall. Or they wish they were, I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Former Trump advisor Steve Bannon claims that earlier this year Musk shoved Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. Bannon told the Daily Mail that Bessent called Musk out over his pledge to cut $1 trillion in federal spending that had not and has not been realized. And that's when Elon got physical, which is so fun to think of Elon getting physical, because when he did his Nazi salute, there was a grunt. There was a clear as day, I'm out of shape grunt. He Nazi saluted, and then you could hear his... Go back and watch a clip of him Nazi saluting. You hear he's pounding his chest, and then you hear, it sounds like he's like kind of coming. You know what I mean? Which would check out. But that's how out of shape and like unathletic this guy is, that he kind of just like grunts low key, just doing a Nazi salute. Hail Hillary! It's fucking hilarious. Elon got physical, which, what does that mean? What does that mean? Because Elon looks like somebody who would just flick you. He can't throw a punch. What's he going to do physically? He looks like he would just flick you. It wasn't an argument. It was a physical confrontation. Elon basically shoved him. Okay. And that was it. Okay, great. That's the end of the article. Great. Great reporting, Vanity Fair. This is where I got this from. What's this say? Andrew Cuomo pledges to remove all homeless people from the subways and stations every night. Within the first 30 days of mayor, I will have all homeless individuals remove them from the subway, trains, and stations every night. As was implemented during COVID-19, these efforts worked extraordinarily well, and reinstituting these measures will give us a chance to assess the homeless. What are you putting them? What do you mean you're removing them like they're fucking mice? What the fuck are you talking about? Where are they going? Are you just pull a Rudy Giuliani already? Because Giuliani cleaned up New York City by getting rid of all the homeless people. Where the fuck did they go? Don't ask me. Did they go to LA? I don't know. Did they just bus them out to Des Moines? Can't wait to be at the Funny Bone. Where are you putting them? They don't follow up on what the plan is. They just say, yeah, we're going to remove all the... But what are you doing with them? Are they ending up in the hot dogs? Are you serving homeless hot dog people in those carts? Where are they going? What do you mean? Every single night you're going to do a homeless sweep? Where are they going? Huh? I need to know more about this plan. It's crazy. It's crazy, too. That was a mouth fart. That Andrew Cuomo, the sex pest that he is going to get reelected as mayor. He went away. I think he resigned as mayor. And he's going to come back. New York's welcoming him back with open arms. Now, I think he was a decent mayor. I mean, this seems crazy. You got to tell us where you're putting the homeless people. What do you do? You're locking them up? You sending them to Rikers? Is that what you're doing? Because who's going to advocate for them? Who's going to advocate for them, right? Who's going to stand up for them? They don't even know where they are. They might as well be Elon Musk. Yeesh. That's real dark and sad. But, I do think at the end of the day, New Yorkers would prefer that than having a crazy man spitting and yelling at them on the train. It's a hard thing. It's a hard thing, New York City. All right, let's get into our sponsor. You know him, you love him. It's Lussi Brown, baby. I love him so much. I got some coffee from them on the way. It is the 3rd of the month. I can't wait to get my bag. It'll be here soon. I just know it. It is here usually by the 1st or 2nd. But I think that was over the weekend, so. I love Lussi Brown so much. I'll never stop using their coffee subscription. It saves me a trip to the store, and it's just there. I just have coffee in my house all the time now thanks to Lussi Brown's coffee subscription. They ship coffee directly to your door. And it's good fucking shit. Huh? It's really good coffee. It's coffee from roasters that I've never heard of, and how would I have known of them? They're smaller companies. They put effort, and they take care of their coffee beans, and you can tell in the product that it's good shit. You know what I mean? It's not this bullshit factory-made coffee bean process. When you buy Starbucks coffee beans, it's like, God, what love has gone into that? There's probably roach poop in it. It's gone through machine after machine. It's not very good. But these small roasters that Lussi Brown finds and then delivers to your door, it's so good. The coffee is delicious. They ship out whatever you prefer. If you like light roast, dark roast, medium roast, they'll send you whatever you like. I like dark roast. So every month I get a bag of dark roast, whole beans, because I like to grind them myself, baby. And they're delicious. Sign up for the coffee subscription, and you'll see. And you'll save yourself a trip to the fucking store to get your dumb fucking coffee there. It's nice. It's like Uber Eats for coffee. And they'll send you either ground beans or whole beans. It's whatever you like, you little bean. Check out LussiBrownCoffee.com. That's Lussi, browncoffee.com. And follow that coffee subscription button to get signed up for their coffee subscription today. It's very easy. I recommend it. And it all just starts at just $20 a month. That's nothing. For the amount of coffee you can be drinking throughout the month for just $20. Are you fucking kidding me? And it's so fucking good, this coffee. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'd marry that coffee if it was legal. Again, go to LussiBrownCoffee.com. That's Lussi, browncoffee.com, and follow the coffee subscription button to get signed up today. Plus, if you use the code Heather Shaw is kidding, you'll get 10% off your first order. Again, use the code Heather Shaw is kidding. and get 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for being an OG sponsor of the show, Lussi Brown. We love you so much. And if you're ever in Lexington, Kentucky, dear listener, go on, stop by the Lussi Brown Coffee Shop. It's a cute fucking shop. They've been open 8 years. They're really rocking and rolling in there, and they make some damn good coffee and some damn good cocktails. Thank you, Lussi Brown, for being a sponsor of this show. We love you, gays. Oh, it's Pride Month. You should really, they're gay-owned. I swear they're gay-owned. I'm not just saying that. I'm not being like, yeah, that owner's real gay. They're gay-owned. Go support Lussi Brown. Follow them on Instagram. Do something. Thank you, Lussi Brown. I just spilled water all over my face if you're not watching on YouTube. Wow. If you really are missing out. Well, Stefon Diggs is in trouble. Not really. I'm excited to see what happens with this. I doubt anything will. It was over Memorial Day weekend. Stefon Diggs is an NFL player. He played for the Buffalo Bills. I think he's a wide receiver. Played for the Buffalo Bills. Now he plays for the Dallas Cowboys. No, he plays for the New England Patriots now. I could have swore he was on the Cowboys, though. Was he? Am I going crazy? No, yeah. He was on the... I'm looking it up. Now, whatever. He plays for the New England Patriots now. He is dating Cardi B. Somebody who's had one album and still remains relevant. Here's the thing about Cardi B. What I love her is she's literally only released one album ever, I think, right? And has remained as relevant as ever today. To this day. It's really impressive. But she is kind of like she's iconic. She like produces really good like memes and trending things like, oh my God, who is that? Who is that? That's Cardi B. Nicki Minaj is also really good at it, but Nicki Minaj has released a shit ton of albums. It's people like Tiffany from New York. They just create these iconic sound bites. Just by being themselves. Tiffany from New York, Wendy Williams, obviously, Nene Leakes. I don't know why I'm saying all black women, but maybe I'm getting to the point that maybe I'm realizing that all black women really contribute these iconic sound bites that fill up our entire lives. Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, Stefon Diggs is dating Cardi B, and he got in trouble. There's a video of him over Memorial Day weekend. On a yacht, he's surrounded by a crew of bikini-clad women. And that's not the weird part. Whatever these people do, and I don't mean black people, I mean celebrities. Whatever these celebrities do on their own when it comes to normal people probably wouldn't be cool with their boyfriend being surrounded by women and Stefon Diggs saying to them, "What's my name?" and the women saying, "Daddy." Normal people would probably be like, "Hey, that's my man. Step the fuck off, bitch." Or, "Hey, you're my boyfriend. Why are you acting like this?" But I don't know. Celebrities are just kind of freaky. I think we've proven that with P. Diddy. A lot of the rules go out the window. It's kind of sexy. It's fine. What are you going to say to Stefon Diggs? You can't put rules on that man. You're dating a football superstar. You're going to put rules on him for dating? Please. Now, I do think it's a double standard. If Cardi B was surrounded by men, I don't think Stefon Diggs would be cool with it. But, we live in a misogynistic world. But yeah, so he's surrounded by women. These are like yacht girls. They're like models. They're beautiful. And they're just, he's like, "What's my name?" And they keep saying, "Daddy." That's fine. Whatever. The thing is, they're clearly saying that because they want something that he has. And he finally gives in, pulls it out. And what is it? It's Tusi, baby. It's Tusi, baby. He got that pink cocaine. He pulls out this bag of pink cocaine, they call it, which I don't even think of it. I don't know if Tusi is actually coke. I think it might be like a mystery mix of ecstasy and meth and ketamine. I don't really know what's in it. I don't think it's just coke, but maybe it is. I've never seen pink cocaine in my life. That is way above my tax bracket. But you can't, I don't know, you can't be an NFL player pulling out pink cocaine and handing it to these women. I don't think that he was doing it. I think that he holds on to it. and as a way to kind of like, I don't know. I don't even know why he'd need it. If he's not doing it, why does he need it? People are going to give him attention regardless. You know, that's kind of like a loser boy thing to do. To like, you ever met a loser at a party who has the drugs because it makes women come to him? You ever met like a fucking loser who has the cocaine and they always have it on them because they know that women will come to them and then he gets to hang out with women? Like, Stefon Diggs doesn't need to do that. He's a fucking NFL player. He's dating Cardi B. Like, it's probably his yacht. I don't know. But it doesn't look good. You know what I mean? It doesn't look good. He hands it over to them and says, don't take all of it. It's just creepy. I don't know where Cardi B is in all this. I don't really care. I mean, obviously she's okay with it. She's unbothered by it. But it's just interesting that that's where we're at now, and I don't think the NFL is going to do anything. Even I don't think that Stefon Diggs has been doing any of that. I think that even if they were to drug test him, they might find weed, but that's about it. But yeah, I mean, maybe treat like partying on a yacht like you would being at a live show, and just be like, hey guys, no phones allowed. You cannot be videotaping this at all. I mean, maybe he was on drugs, because why the fuck would you do that in front of somebody who's holding up a fucking camera? What's my name? Daddy, daddy, daddy. All right, don't take all of it. Like, it's just too much. It's just wild. But I don't think this is anything bad that's going to happen to his career. You know, they can't prove that he's done anything. Pink cocaine was found in Diddy's hotel room during his ongoing trafficking and racketeering investigation. Liam Payne had pink cocaine in his system when he jumped to his death. Macy Marie Lathers, the Instagram model. God, if you know who that is, you're a real fucking loser. No hate to her, but like, okay. The Instagram model. Dude, Instagram models are so depressing. I knew a few that would just... They weren't modeling in real life, but these women that would just upload... They do photo shoots, like legit photo shoots, and then upload them to Instagram with like really witty captions, and that was it. And it wasn't like they were making money off of it. I think it was just like a cool, like, look at what I can do thing. It was very weird. I wonder where those people are now. Anyways, the Instagram model told police that she was on pink cocaine when she crashed her car in August, killing a pedestrian. Whoa, I want to know more about that lady. That's fun. I mean, murder's not fun, but woo! What happened there? Hold on, let me Google this person. Who is this? I'm looking it up. New surveillance footage shows a violent crash in downtown Miami last year. When was this written? April 4th. Okay. That left 2 people dead and led to DUI manslaughter. So it can't be coke, because when you drive on coke, I would think you're kind of, not that I ever have, but I would think you're pretty awake. Have I driven on coke? I don't think so. She's facing 10 charges that include vehicular homicide, reckless driving, driving with suspended license, causing injury. Hold on. What happened? Why don't they tell you what happened? Dude, I'd rather just tell me what happened in the article than give me all these videos. Records show Lathers tried leaving the scene. Police body cam footage showed Lathers face down on the ground, topless, screaming and vomiting at the scene. Lathers told police she was on Tusi, also known as pink cocaine, a party drug usually made of ketamine and other substances. Okay, so it is just a clear as day mix of drugs, which already seems fucking dangerous. Fucking crazy. She was traveling approximately 57 miles per hour, and then the car increases 78 miles per hour the moment it crashed into another vehicle. Yikes! I knew of a lady, I didn't know her, but I knew of a lady that in Fort Lauderdale that was drinking and driving and hit a pedestrian in broad daylight, and I think she got like 8 years in prison. Yeah, maybe just don't get into cars when you're all fucked up and twisted. It doesn't seem that hard to stay away from cars when you're that fucked up, but wild. Sydney Sweeney is selling her bathwater in soap. I promise you that's not an ad lib I just said. It's not like I just completed an ad lib and am now telling you, reading it back. This is a true thing. Sydney Sweeney is selling her bathtub water. It's not true. It's good marketing. I don't know how you can get away with lying about shit like this, but does it fucking matter? Like, take those fucking weird, thirsty dudes' money and run, bitch. I don't care if you're telling the truth. Clearly, you're not telling the truth. So, Sydney Sweeney did a commercial for Squatch. I think it's a soap company. It's like a really porny commercial. She's in a bathtub and she's like, hey, you dirty boy. You want my body wash? It's just really porny. And I don't blame Sydney Sweeney for cashing in on the fucking thirstiness of these men who think they have a shot with the S squared, the SS, if you will. Yikes. I think she is a Trumper, so I can say that. But she's, yeah, it's really porny commercial. It's just playing into men's fantasies and maybe some sad women. And maybe some sad non-binaries. Who knows? And that ad came out and everybody was like, I don't give a fuck about the soap. Let me drink that bathwater. And so being marketing geniuses that they are, Squatch said, bet. Let's do this. And now they're soon to be selling soap that features Sydney Sweeney's bathwater. Now, is this true? No. They're going to get away with saying it because it's probably not. In the ingredients listed, it says Sydney's bathwater. So I don't really know legally how this works. I got a lot of legal questions this episode, but I don't really know how it works, but I don't give a fuck. I'm glad that she's making money off of fucking weirdos. Desperate men, mostly. It once again proves that women are much more empowering than men. I think that there are a fair share of women that would, but not as much as men. I don't think there's as many women that would buy Harry Styles bathwater or who's a hot Benson Boone's bathwater. I asked TikTok, by the way, because I had to know. I asked TikTok if they thought Benson Boone was hot, like would they hit it? And like overwhelmingly everybody was like, no. So I think he's an industry plant because usually people like that aren't successful unless women want to sleep with him or gay men want to sleep with him. Like Harry Styles, his music's fine, but like people wanted to lick Harry Styles' taint. Nobody wants to lick Benson Boone's taint. He's very Mormon coded. So I think he's an industry plant. That's my conclusion. I think that he's bought a lot of his streamers on Spotify. If you look at Benson Boone's streamers, same with Alex Warren. They've got 20 million listeners or whatever, or what. It's all bullshit. If you go to the playlist they're featured on Spotify, it's all these AI generated bot playlists that they're added to. That's what happens when you buy followers, you buy streams. These are people that are industry plants. Benson Boone, that flipping Mormon, and I'm not censoring myself, literally flipping, that flipping Mormon, and Alex Warren, that weird youth. You probably don't even know who Alex Warren is. He has like 21 million listeners on Spotify, allegedly. No, he bought those. He's like one of the most streamed artists on Spotify. Bitch, please, you're not Billie Eilish. Sit the fuck down. He sounds like he should be a youth pastor. His music is like what youth pastors listen to as they're like hitting on your, teenage sister. Anyways, I thought you should know. But I'm all for Sydney Sweeney making money off of desperate men and maybe some women. I think that there should be other celebrities that kind of profit off of that. I mean, I've said this on stage and people don't realize I'm being serious. You know how there's the rose toy? Gypsy needs to come out with the Gypsy Rose toy. A vibrator that sounds like Gypsy. Are you fucking kidding me? And you just never come? Where's that at? Where the fuck is that toy, Gyps? If Gypsy Rose came out with the Gypsy Rose toy, I would be first in line to steal it. I'm not going to buy it, but I'll steal it just so I can hang it on the shelf behind me for these episodes. I think it's a good idea. But good on Sydney Sweeney for selling, a lot of people have these think pieces on TikTok. Sydney Sweeney selling her body. Bitch, Sydney Sweeney knows she's got a shelf life, okay? Sydney Sweeney has the potential to look like a fucking demented, plastic surgeryed 50-year-old in the future. So let her just make money off of her body now. This is an investment. This is her savings. Let her make money off of her bathwater soap now. She's smart. She knows she has a shelf life in this industry. A lot of actresses do. There are very few actresses that can work for decades upon decades. And some don't want to. Look at Jennifer Lawrence. She could have absolutely stayed in the industry working. Now she shows up every once in a while. She's busy raising a family, being happy and rich, living in Kentucky. Smart people know that there is a shelf life to this. They won't be working forever, and they should just get in, make as much money as you can while you're hot, and get the fuck out. Why not? That's why you see so many fucking celebrities doing commercials. I mean, it is a recession indicator, but also these people are just like, let me hoard and make all the money I can, because anything could change. Those weird tapes I did at Diddy's house could come out at any moment. Let me just make a commercial for Capital One. All right, last thing I want to talk about is Hailey Bieber. Hailey Bieber, baby. She has sold Rhode, which if you didn't know what that was, it's her beauty brand. She sold Rhode to Elf Beauty for $1 billion. $1 billion. And that is proof that if you work hard enough, you can achieve your dreams. You too can make $1 billion off of your beauty brand. If you just work hard enough like Hailey Bieber. All you got to do is start a beauty brand and probably not do much for that. You just slapped your name on it. Essentially, you just slapped your name on it. Maybe you came up with a fun design while you were, dropping acid with your husband in a bathtub in Aspen. But yeah, if you just pull yourself up from your bootstraps, if you are just a hot Nepo baby who stalked your prey and then married him, and then you decide that you need to do something because you don't have any acting skills and you can't sing, so you go into the YouTuber economy, beauty brands, and you slap your name on something and you just hawk it, and also have your husband hawk it, who has like millions and millions of Instagram followers. If you can just do all of that, then you too can sell your beauty brand for $1 billion. It could not have happened to a harder worker, somebody who deserves it more, somebody who slaves day in and day out. She's the first to show up to the office and the last one to leave. And she's a mom. She does it all, except get her husband into rehab. She does it all. We need to give it up for Hailey Bieber. If only you worked as hard as Hailey Bieber, you too could sell your brand, your beauty brand that you absolutely started from the ground up for $1 billion. That has been our episode. We salute you, Hailey Bieber. That will be the episode title, by the way. Let me write that down. We salute you, Hailey Bieber. And I hope you don't have to bury your husband. Get it together, bitch. All right, that's our episode. Thank you so much for listening. Why do I say hour? Am I turning into a schizophrenic? Maybe. Upcoming shows. I'm in Indianapolis tomorrow night at Helium. Please come out and show up, bitch. Next week, I'm in Royal Oak, Michigan at Comedy Castle, Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle. And then next Thursday, I'm at the Louisville Comedy Club, Louisville, Kentucky. Maybe Jennifer Lawrence will show up and shoot me. Next Saturday, I'm in Nashville, Tennessee at City Winery. Come out for that. And then where else? And then later in this month, I am at, that's in July, actually. Oh, Minneapolis. I'm in Minneapolis later in this month and Eau Claire, Wisconsin. I'm also in Colorado Springs, Denver, Tulsa. I mean, we're adding shows all over. Let me just pull up the cities, and then you could come out to a show. Wouldn't you do that? Go to my website. Minneapolis, Minnesota, Eau Claire, Denver, Colorado Springs, Spokane, Salt Lake City, Raleigh, North Carolina, Austin, Texas, Batavia, Illinois, Pottstown, Pennsylvania, Eugene, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, Boca Raton, Florida, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Kansas City, Missouri, Cleveland, Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, Massillon, Ohio, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Chicago, Illinois, Dallas, Texas, and Portland, Maine, with more cities being added every day. Go to heathershawcomedy.com. Get tickets to my live show. Come say hi to me. Get some merch on my website, too. It looks good. I've been wearing this nonstop. It's got that good brand, that Champion hoodie and Comfort Colors t-shirt and a mug, a ceramic mug, baby. That's all I'm offering. It's good shit. Join the Patreon if you want more episodes of this podcast. You can't get enough. Well, there's about 74 episodes waiting for you over on the Patreon. Patreon.com/HeatherShawComedy. Don't forget and rate and review this podcast. I appreciate it when you do. Until next time, stay gay. Happy Gay Pride Month, faggot. All right, see ya.